Hi guys, welcome to Making Joyful Journals. I'm Anna G. I'm showing you some of the things that I purchased from Ollie's in the month of July, and I want to say the first week of August. This first item is an origami book, and this was like before any videos had come out. People were showing all of their crafting purchases that were only $1. So this item was $3.99. And I actually thought this was an awesome deal, and I still think it's an awesome deal. It's got like maybe 30 pages showing how to do the different types of origami, and then over 400 pages of just origami sheets. And honestly, I've purchased origami sheets from Amazon, and I've paid twice as much for half the amount. So when I saw this in the book section at Ollie's, I was just enthralled. So I had to go ahead and pick this up for myself. And I'm thinking of ways of using it not just for origami, but for other paper crafting, uh, ephemera, and embellishments. Now, this is from Cricut, and I know Cricut is an actual name brand. I don't have a Cricut machine, but I saw these cards, and they were only 99 cents, and it comes with 12 inserts, 12 cards, and then 12 envelopes. And just to give you an idea, I'm sure you've seen it from the title of this video, that July was supposed to be, for me, it was supposed to be a no buy July. But I had seen so many videos where people were finding these incredible deals at Ollie's that I just had to jump on the bandwagon. And so this is the result of that. And so I'm hoping you're having a good day as you're watching this. And if you're not in an area that has an Ollie store, hopefully they'll be adding one in your area. Now here are some stickers. Now this is a normal item that they have always by the greeting cards, and they're always 99 cents. And there's several different kinds to choose from. This is the only one that captured my attention, and it has 4 sheets of these butterfly stickers. Now they're rather thin, so they're good for Happy Meal because they're very thin. There's no like pop up or puffiness to them at all. But I just like them. I like butterflies to begin with, and they're so colorful. But they have a lot of different kinds of stickers that are good for kids, and for putting on envelopes for like birthdays and such. Now, this is my first $1 item. Can you believe it? This is almost approximately 12 by 18. And this mat is super thick. It is one of those self-healing mats. And I had seen these before in the stores, um, for not $1 by any means. I remember going online when Joann's was still open and trying to get them at a reduced price around $12. Now, this is a set of cards, and these were also $1. And these are 40 different cards and envelopes that can be modified and have embellishments added to them. And I didn't open this set because I'm thinking of giving that as a gift. Now here is something I've already started using. It's almost like resume paper. It says it's parchment paper. It's really nice, and the camera's not giving it justice on the different colors, but there's 5 different tones of colors. Some of them are ivory, blue, gold. I can't remember, bronze, I think. So I really like this. This did not have a price tag on it, but it rang up as $1.99, and I thought that was an awesome deal. What do you guys think? So the next item, I actually got a couple of these. I'm only showing you one, but these were 9 folders, 3 different styles, 3 of each kind, and they were $1.49. And so I decided I've paid, I'm ashamed to say, I've paid somewhere close to $6 for these kind of folders, like at Target. I can't remember if it was, I want to say it was at Target. And I think these are even better than that. For $1.50, for less than $1.50, yes, ma'am. This is something I was definitely going to go and get another batch if I could find them, and I did. Yeah, I love the purple flowers. Even this one's really pretty. And the first, of course, that one captured my attention right away. So on to the next item. Now, this one was the primary Geo cardstock. And this one was also only $1. And it's a color book. Usually these are sold at, I want to say, Walmart. And as you can see, some of these, they have like this distress on the top and the bottom of these sheets, around the corners, around the edges. And I didn't realize that when I picked it up, but I like that. so you don't have to add the distressing yourself. It's automatically added to these colors. So it's a rainbow color. All the different colors of the rainbow are featured here. So, and it's a thick cardstock weight. So I like that. So this will I'll find a lot of ways and to use this. And then the next paper that I'm going to show you, let me get you the price. It was $1.99. Look at this. This is the Park Lane brand from Joann's, Time Worn Textiles. And I'm going to go through the different colors and all the different papers that are listed here. There's 180 sheets, guys. Now, let me give you a little backstory. I have been this year has been quite a whirlwind, roller coaster of events and times where I just physically could not get to any store for approximately 3 or more months. And I missed the whole Joann's closings. I know that I had wanted to go, but there was just no physical way of me getting to a Joanne. So I missed out on that completely. And I envied, I'm going to be honest, I envied those that really got a chance to go out to the stores. And I didn't even really have time to watch videos of any kind. But when I did see, one I like to watch is Chubby Lovey Barbara. And she had been showing a lot of stuff that she was getting at the Joann's when they were closing, doing all their clearance. And I I thank God that he showed me favor that I was able to find this type of Joanne stuff at the Ollie store, and that I live near a couple of Ollie stores. I don't have to drive 1 hour or 2 hours to get to an Ollie store, which I'm hearing that from a lot of other YouTubers. And God bless them, because sometimes you just don't find anything when you get to the store. And to drive an hour or 2 hours round trip to come back with nothing, oh, that's got to be heartbreaking. So I'm hoping that if you are not where there's an Ollie's, you're appreciating and seeing some of the things that you can find at the Ollie's. Now, this one was $1.99 also, and this was another Park Lane paper. This one says it's cardstock, but it's not really. It's rather thin. It's not like copyweight paper, but it's not anywhere close to cardstock. And this was another one that I had seen others during Joann's closing that they were picking these up. And so I remember, oh, this is such a pretty paper line. And so getting to see it in person and actually picking it up was quite a blessing. So I believe after all of these trips to Ollie's, I'm set for paper for probably until Kingdom Come, I think. So these were some really, really gorgeous papers, though. I'll let you look at them and tell me what you think. Keep watching, though, because I've got a story to tell you of one of the trips that I had when I went to Ollie's. And you'll have to tell me if you've ever run into this situation yourself. But keep watching, and I'll be back in just a moment. So these papers are really gorgeous, aren't they? If you like vintage, if you like these pieces that look like they already have clusters built in, this is the paper for you. And these you can cut out and make your own ephemera out of them. I love the butterflies here. And just a lot of the damask prints and the filigree prints, even the lace looking prints. I was just floored when I got to see this in person. And yeah, these they have different sayings other than they look like bingo cards, and I just thought they were very cute. And then also all of these postcards. So I'm hoping you're enjoying this video. If this is something that you enjoy watching, please consider subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back and spending some time with me today and viewing some of these different purchases from Ollie's. And as I had mentioned earlier, Ollie's is very much hit and miss. Sometimes you get to the store and there's nothing whatsoever in the store that's craft wise. Now, I have to say, I've purchased a lot of things from Ollie's. I've purchased canned goods, I've purchased hardware items, garden items, things that you use for landscaping. And so they have a lot of good deals. And look at this pad of paper. It is very heavy. And there were quite a few of them at the time that I went. And then I went a few days later, and they were completely gone, completely gone. Now, here's another one that I've not seen anyone else really showcase. It's $1 for this Splendor. I'm not sure what it's called. It's from Recollections. And when I looked at the back of it, it's actually from Michael's. So I didn't know that Michael's was doing, maybe as part of their deal with Joann's, I guess Michael's cleared out some of their warehouses too. I'm not quite sure. Or maybe the things that didn't sell. So in this paper pad, I'm going to try to show it to you. See, there's some shimmer on some of the pages are matte, and then some of them have a lot of colored embossing on them. So you can really feel a texture. Like that's one of them. See how it's got that kind of glossiness to it? And then you'll see at the top, or when we get close to the front of this paper pad, you'll see that there are some cutouts, and there's also some stickers, alpha stickers and such. So this was quite a find. This one, again, there were only a few left, so I grabbed one and left the others. And I'm sure when I went a few days later, all of these purchases I had made were completely gone. It's like, I'm not sure what happened. It's just like, I guess everybody like jumped on the same bandwagon and got out there. And for $1, you cannot beat that. Now this was the only one that I found of this. And you can see how it's at $1. This one is a Evergreen and Holly paper pad from Vicky Bouton. And this one is a double-sided paper pad. And so we'll go through this now. I can't remember if this one came from 2021, what year it came out. So it's not like this year's series. But I have a confession. I rarely use double-sided paper, one because usually it's usually more expensive, if not double the price of regular single sheets of paper pads. But I also feel bad about only getting to see half of it when you're using it, like if you're gluing a page down, or you're trying to cut it up and the bottom part of it gets, pasted onto another page. So I kind of feel bad about that, but I'm trying to think of ways. Like, see that piece that you could actually cut out, and this one's showing some distressing. But you can actually just fold the pages in half and get twice as much. And here's some more cutouts. Twice as much impact because you have the patterns on both sides. So I'm gonna learn to love double-sided paper, and I am for sure loving this because it was only $1. So, and it starts to repeat the patterns. So it says it's 48 sheets and 48 patterns, and that's true. So it's like two of each kind because there was 24 pages and then it started over again. But guys, $1. I mean, I was when I found this. Now, if you've been in the Ollie's, you'll see that they have pallets. Sometimes they're still in the boxes, and that's how these were. This was in a box, and it was actually in a cellophane wrapper, and I couldn't tell that there were actually three in the packet. Is a unit. It was like one unit. And here's my story. I was looking at this. I had this in my hand. It was all sealed up in one packet with cellophane. And some lady comes up to me and says, "Oh, did you know that those are not going to be sold as one piece? They're going to take at the register, they're going to take those apart, and you're going to have to pay for each bundle. You're going to have to pay for each package one by one, and they're all $1 each." And well, she caught me off guard because I had just put it in my hand, and I was actually looking at the bling, and she kind of like just startled me. And I said, "Oh, okay." So, I was just like, "Oh, okay." And then she kept going on about it. She's like, "Now remember, that's not $1 for that whole packet." I'm thinking, "Oh, okay." And so and in my mind, I'm having a whole conversation like, who the heck is this lady? And why is she talking to me like this? Like I'm stealing it. And then, oh, and here's another set. Now, these were not in a packet. These were already all taken out of the cellophane, and they were just all single wrapped like this. And this was $1 also. But going back to the other blingy piece, stickers. Oh my gosh, she just like, I was even thinking like, does she work here, or is she like a customer? Because I was looking at her, seeing if she had a badge on, and nothing. So then I turned around and she was gone. It's like, oh my gosh. So when we got to the register, needless to say, the cashier did say, we're going to take these out of the package, and do you want all of them? And I said, well, how much are they? Well, first off, how much is one? And then how many is in the packet? Because I didn't know how many were in. She goes, oh, there's three. I said, well, I'll just take two. And so she had a big shopping cart near the register where she was dumping all of the returns. And I'm thinking, this is not really a return. This is your guys doing. You guys need to take them out of the units. You guys need to take them out of the cellophanes. And I feel like it's like a passive aggressive thing. And I'm thinking in my mind, it's like, shoot, she made it seem like I was gonna steal them. That was not even my intent whatsoever. But those other items, the other stickers I was showing you was $1, believe it or not, 12 pages. And then this was $1 for this whole stamp pad set. And I'm thinking, a stamp set. I'm thinking, this is awesome. So, needless to say, I'm still going to be going back. And my No Buy July was a total fail. And I'm hoping that you enjoyed my little story. And tell me, have you run into people like that, either customers or salespeople? Till then, God bless. Bye.